Close your eyes for a second. Forget the world. Forget your phone. Just listen. Somewhere in this world, a sunflower is blooming, tall, bright, golden. And somewhere else, a rose is opening its petals. Soft, red, beautiful. But if the sunflower starts looking at the rose and says, "Why am I not red like her?" And if the rose starts looking at the sunflower and says, "Why am I not tall like him?" Both will forget one truth. They are beautiful in their own way. But this is what you are doing to yourself every single day. Comparing, judging, hating your own journey just because it doesn't look like someone else's. You scroll through Instagram, through YouTube, through life, and all you feel is, "I'm not enough, not smart enough, not successful enough, not fluent enough, not fast enough." But let me ask you this. Who told you you're behind? Who said you're late? Who made you believe your life should look like theirs? This is your story, your timeline, your voice. You don't have to speak English like a native. You don't have to earn like your cousin. You don't have to look like that celebrity. You just have to be you, but fully, honestly, proudly. The problem is not your progress. The problem is your focus. You are looking left, you are looking right, and you are forgetting to look straight, forward. In this video, I will not give you fake motivation. I will give you the truth, the hard truth. You are wasting your life because you are living someone else's. And that ends today. So listen carefully. Let every word hit you. Because if you're ready, this could be the moment that changes everything. Let's begin. Part 1. Your race is with yourself. You wake up. You check your phone. You see someone smiling in a perfect photo, holding a perfect coffee, with a perfect caption in perfect English. And in that 1 second, your day already feels like a failure. Why? Because you forgot something. You forgot that their journey is not yours. You forgot that your race is with yourself, not with the person on your screen. You forgot that your path, your struggle, your timing, none of it is supposed to match anyone else's. But this is the trap. You keep comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. You see someone speaking English fluently and you say, "I'll never be that good." You see someone earning dollars online and you say, "I'm so far behind." You see someone with confidence and you shrink even more. But what you don't see is what they went through. The failures they cried over, the nights they couldn't sleep, the fears they had to fight. You just see the highlight, and then you use that to hate yourself. Let me be real with you. Every second you waste comparing your life to someone else's, you are giving away your power. You are telling yourself that you are not enough. You are lying to yourself. And that lie grows until you stop trying, stop speaking, stop learning, stop living. That's how the trap works. Quiet, silent, dangerous. And here's the worst part. Most of the people you compare yourself to are not even real. Their smiles are filters. Their success is borrowed. Their captions are written to impress, not to express. You are chasing a version of life that doesn't even exist. And while you do that, your real life is passing by, day by day, dream by dream. Let me tell you something that no one tells you. You are not supposed to be like them. You are supposed to be like you. You are not in a race against their timeline. You are in a race against your own doubt, your own fear, your own excuses. That is your only competition. Yesterday, you. That's the only person you need to beat. Maybe yesterday you were scared to speak English. Today you say one sentence out loud. That's a win. Maybe yesterday you wasted hours online. Today, you used 1 hour to learn. That's a win. Maybe yesterday you felt like a failure. Today, you stood up and tried again. That's a win. Stop looking left. Stop looking right. Look forward. Look at your path. Look at your progress. Even if it's slow, even if it's not perfect, it's yours. And that makes it beautiful. When you compare flowers, they both lose. But when you let them bloom in their own time, they shine. The same is true for you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are growing. And every day you show up, you grow a little more. You may not see it now, but trust me, the roots are deepening. The strength is building. The day will come when you bloom too. But only if you stop looking at someone else's garden and start watering your own. Your race is with yourself, and you're still in the game. So run forward, even if it's slow, even if you fall. Just don't stop, because the moment you stop comparing is the moment you start living. Part 2. Why looking left and right keeps you stuck. Let me tell you the truth. You're not tired because life is hard. You're tired because you keep carrying a weight that isn't even yours. You keep looking at what others are doing. You keep checking how far they've gone, and you forget to walk your own path. That's why you feel stuck. That's why you feel slow. That's why you feel lost. Imagine this. You're in a race. You're running forward. But every few steps you turn your head to the left. You turn your head to the right. You check who's ahead, who's faster, who's looking better. And guess what happens? You lose speed. You lose focus. You trip. You fall. Not because you're not strong enough, but because you're not looking where you're going. This is what's happening to you every single day. You're chasing your dream, but your eyes are not on your goal. Your eyes are on your neighbor, on your classmate, on that person with better grammar, better pronunciation, more followers, more money, more confidence. And then you say, what's the point? You say, I'm not good enough. You stop trying. You stop speaking. You stop believing. But let me ask you something. When a baby starts to walk, do you laugh at them for falling? Do you tell them, look at that other baby. He's walking better than you. No. You cheer for them. You smile. You clap. Because you know every step is progress. Every fall is part of the journey. So why don't you treat yourself the same way? Why do you punish yourself for being human? Why do you feel ashamed just because you're not perfect yet? Why do you expect your English to be like someone who has been learning for 5 years when you've only just started? It's not fair. It's not logical. And it's not helping you grow. Looking left and right doesn't make you better. It makes you bitter. It fills your heart with doubt. It steals your joy. You start to question every move. You stop trusting yourself. You wait for permission to begin. You wait for signs to continue. But life doesn't wait. English doesn't wait. Dreams don't wait. And here's something powerful. Most people you admire don't even notice you're watching. They're busy with their own race. They're not trying to make you feel small. You are doing that to yourself. You are building your own cage, with your own thoughts, with your own comparisons. What if today you decided to break that cage? What if you said, I'm done looking left, I'm done looking right, I'm going forward? What if you looked at your own progress and said, I'm proud, it's not perfect, but it's mine? That is how change begins. That is how confidence is born. Not when you reach the top, but when you stop comparing your climb to someone else's mountain. If you want to speak better English, stop saying they're better than me. Say, I'm better than I was last month. If you want to grow, stop watching others grow. Start planting your own seeds. Start showing up for yourself. Every time you look left and right, you lose time. You lose energy. You lose focus. But when you look straight ahead, you gain something powerful. Clarity, peace, momentum. Remember this. Looking around is easy, but it leads nowhere. Looking forward is hard, but it leads home. So keep your eyes on your path. Keep your heart in the game. Your journey is not over. It's just waiting for you to stop looking away and finally start moving. Part 3. What you don't see in others. You see them smiling. You see them fluent. You see them winning. But do you know what you don't see? You don't see their pain. You don't see the nights they cried in silence. You don't see the fear they fought. You don't see the failures they never posted. You see the tip of the iceberg, but not the weight they carry under the surface. This is the danger of comparison. You think you are losing because you don't have what they have, but you don't even know the full story. You are comparing your real life to someone's highlight. You are comparing your behind the scenes to their perfect scene, and then you wonder why you feel small. But listen to me. Everyone is hiding something. The confident speaker you admire once stayed silent in fear. The English teacher you follow once forgot basic words in front of a crowd. The millionaire you envy once had days without food. Nobody started perfect. Nobody had it easy. Nobody escaped the struggle. But we don't talk about that. We hide our pain. We dress up our failures. We put filters on our fears. And then we look at each other and say, they are better than me. No, they are just showing a different chapter. You are still in the middle of yours. You see someone speaking English fluently on YouTube and feel defeated. But what you don't see are the thousands of hours they spent repeating sentences. You don't see the embarrassment they felt, the mistakes they made, the rejections they faced. You only see the result, not the road. And let me tell you something powerful. The people who look the strongest often carry the deepest wounds. The ones who seem fearless were once frozen by fear. The ones who seem ahead once felt exactly like you, lost, slow, broken, stuck. So stop telling yourself they have something you don't. They don't. They just didn't stop. That's the only difference. They kept going while others gave up. They showed up on the days they didn't feel ready. They acted while others hesitated. They failed loudly and kept moving. You think they're lucky? No, they're just visible now. But their journey was invisible for years. So don't you dare feel ashamed of your slow steps. Don't you dare feel small because you're still learning. Don't you dare forget that growth is silent. Real transformation doesn't make noise. Your English, your dream, your goals, they're still in the building stage. So don't compare your construction site to someone else's finished house. They had to build brick by brick, too. They had messy days, they had setbacks, and so will you. It's part of the process. Every time you look at someone and say, I wish I was them, you erase everything that makes you special. You kill your voice. You bury your magic. You silence your potential. But when you say, I'm on my own path, you start to breathe again. You start to rise. What you don't see in others is exactly what makes you forget your own power. So stop guessing their story. Start writing yours. Stop wishing for their life. Start building your own. Because when the time comes, someone else will look at you and say, I wish I could be like that. And you'll smile because you'll know what it really took. You'll know what they don't see. So walk proudly through your quiet struggle. Speak your broken English with pride. Show up messy. Show up scared. But show up. Because one day, they will see your light. But only if you keep it burning. Part 4. Focus forward. Your journey only. Close your eyes and imagine this. You're driving a car. There's a long road ahead. It's quiet, peaceful, but suddenly, you start looking at the cars beside you. One is going faster, another looks better. Someone is honking, someone is changing lanes. You stop focusing on your road. You start feeling nervous. You miss a turn. You slow down. You hit the brakes. Not because your car is broken, but because your eyes are everywhere, except forward. This is what you're doing with your life. This is what you're doing with your English. You keep looking at others, and in the process, you keep missing your own progress. You keep comparing your speed, your style, your voice. And that comparison is killing your focus. But here's the truth. Focus is your superpower. When you focus forward, your journey changes. You stop caring about who's ahead. You start caring about how far you've come. You stop counting how many mistakes you made. You start counting how many times you got back up. That shift in focus can transform everything. Let's talk about English for a moment. You're learning, maybe slowly, maybe with mistakes, but you're learning. Yet every time you hear someone speak faster, you feel small. Every time someone uses a big word, you feel stupid. Every time someone corrects you, you feel like quitting. But why? Because you forgot something important. You forgot that fluency is not about speaking perfectly. It's about speaking bravely, repeatedly, consistently. Fluent English doesn't come from watching others. It comes from speaking, even when you're scared. It comes from showing up, even when you don't feel ready. It comes from choosing progress over perfection, every single day. You don't need their accent. You don't need their vocabulary. You need your voice, your rhythm, your story. And this doesn't only apply to language. It applies to life. You don't need their job. You don't need their lifestyle. You don't need their approval. You just need your purpose, your passion, your fire. So how do you focus forward? First, start by asking yourself, what do I really want? Not what looks good. Not what gets likes. What truly matters to me? If your goal is to speak better English, then speak every day. Don't wait to feel perfect. Just speak. In your room, in your mirror, with your mistakes, with your accent. Own it. That's your path. Second, measure progress by effort, not by speed. If you studied one sentence today, that's a win. If you spoke 1 minute without stopping, that's a win. If you listened to 5 new words and remembered one, that's a win. Your journey is not a race, it's a process. And progress happens slowly, silently, but powerfully. Third, protect your focus like it's gold, because it is. Don't waste your hours watching how fast others are growing. Use those hours to water your own growth. Read something in English. Speak something out loud. Write something from your heart. Build your mind. Build your voice. Build your path. When you start focusing forward, amazing things happen. You stop feeling anxious. You stop needing permission. You stop feeling like a failure. You start noticing small victories. You start believing in your pace. You start living your truth. And the world needs your truth. Not your copy of someone else. Not your version of perfection. The world needs your journey, your struggle, your lessons. Because someone out there is waiting to hear how you made it. But they can only hear it if you keep going. So stop trying to impress people who aren't even looking. Stop wasting time wondering who's better. Start using that energy to become better than yesterday. Start choosing focus, not fear, direction, not distraction. Focus forward. One step, one page, one sentence, one effort at a time. That's how greatness is built. That's how fluency is built. That's how confidence is built. Not in the shadows of others, but in the light of your own effort. Your journey is enough. Your pace is enough. Your voice is enough. But only if you stop looking sideways. Only if you start looking straight ahead and say, this is my life, and I will not waste it watching someone else live theirs. Keep your eyes on your lane. Keep your heart in the fight. Because everything you dream of is not behind you. It's not beside you. It's right in front of you. Keep going. Focus forward. Part 5. Self-worth without comparison. Let's talk about something deeper than goals. Let's talk about how you see yourself. Because no matter how hard you work, how much you learn, how far you go, if you don't believe you're enough, nothing will feel like success. That's the silent pain of comparison. It doesn't just steal your time. It steals your self-worth. You stop feeling proud. You stop feeling good. You stop feeling like you matter. And slowly, quietly, that feeling becomes a belief. You begin to think, I'm not good at anything. You tell yourself, my English is terrible. You say, why should I even try? And just like that, you dim your own light. You silence your own power. Not because you failed, but because you compared. Let me say something to you that you probably haven't heard enough. You are not supposed to be like them. You are not supposed to speak like them, look like them, live like them. You are supposed to be you, not a copy, not a shadow, not a smaller version, the full you. But how do you believe that when everything around you says you're not enough? Social media tells you to be prettier, smarter, richer. Society tells you to be faster, louder, more perfect. Everyone seems ahead. Everyone seems better. And here you are, just trying to speak one full sentence in English without freezing. But listen, what if your only job right now is to keep going? Not to win, not to impress, just to continue. One more page, one more video, one more brave sentence. And what if that is already enough? The people who grow the most are not the ones who are perfect. They're the ones who don't quit. The ones who keep showing up even when it's messy. The ones who speak with broken grammar but strong hearts. The ones who fail loudly but try again quietly. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to earn love. You don't have to compare your value to someone else's achievements. Your worth is not measured by your speed, or your accent, or your test score. Your worth is yours, always. Think of a tree. One grows tall and straight. Another grows curved and slow. But both give shade. Both give fruit. Both are beautiful. And no one says one is better than the other. They are just different. Just like you. So stop apologizing for who you are. Stop feeling guilty for your pace. Stop hiding your voice because it's not like theirs. Speak anyway. Learn anyway. Live anyway. Because your journey is still unfolding. And your light is still rising. Say this to yourself every morning. I am not late. I am not behind. I am not less. I am learning. I am growing. I am becoming. Slowly, quietly, powerfully. Your self-worth is not a competition. It's a commitment, a decision to love yourself even when you feel lost, a promise to believe in your voice even when it shakes, a choice to continue even when no one claps. And that choice is yours every single day. You don't need permission to be enough. You already are. So walk with your head high, speak your English with pride, learn with love, grow without shame. You're not here to be someone else. You're here to be fully you. And that, my friend, is already more than enough. Conclusion, don't waste your life. Stop. Just for a moment, take a breath, let everything go quiet. Now listen closely. This life you're living, it's not a rehearsal. It's not a practice run. It's your one and only chance. And every second you spend looking left and right, you are missing what's right in front of you. Your own journey, your own growth, your own power. You've spent too much time comparing, too much time doubting, too much time shrinking yourself because you thought someone else was better. But here's the truth. They're not better. They're just different. And so are you. And that difference is your gift. That difference is your voice. You don't have to be the fastest learner. You don't have to speak English like a movie star. You don't need 1 million followers or a perfect life. You just need one thing: focus, the courage to look forward, the discipline to stay on your path, the strength to say, I will keep going even when no one sees me. Because the moment you stop wasting energy on comparison is the moment you start building something real, a voice, a skill, a future. One step at a time, one day at a time, quietly, bravely, truthfully. Don't waste your life trying to live someone else's. Don't waste your voice trying to sound like someone else. Don't waste your mind doubting your own light. Focus forward. Grow where you are. Speak your truth. Own your progress. And if you fall, fall forward. If you fail, fail loudly. But never stop. Never quit. Because your life is not meant to be a copy. It's meant to be a masterpiece. Thank you for watching English Starline. This is more than English practice. This is your space for motivation, personal growth, English learning, and real transformation. We're here to help you speak better, live better, and become your best self. One powerful story at a time. Now go live your life, not theirs, yours. Don't waste it. Not one more second.
Thanks for watching English Starline. Subscribe now to keep learning English through the amazing stories of famous lives.